Watcher lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and part 25 of the Austin 10 special wrap. Firstly, this week I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. Watcher lads, welcome aboard. Secondly, as usual, I'd like to thank everyone who left a comment and a like for the last video. Nice one, keep them coming. Now, if you've been following the series, you've probably been wondering where I've been for the last couple of weeks. Well, since I've started this, I've done one a week for 6 months. And it's put me behind on a load of other stuff. So I've cracked on with that. I've got on with a bit of building work on the house, and now I'm back. So without further ado, let's get on with it.
We sharpened up the knives and we're heading for the wood. Got a feeling that tonight gonna get me something good. And me and the boys are getting hungry for blood. So my advice is stay at home in your cabin. And through the woods at night, the boys and Idle Creek, where the coyotes howl and the rattlesnakes sleep, to a place where...
Well, that's that. Next job's going to be put this oil pump on. And he's over here, so I'm just going to strip them down, put the gaskets back in it, and we'll be away. Right, what I always do to prime the old oil pump is give it a bit of L Vaseline. And if you fill up right inside the L, then it's got something to pump.
Yeah, but they ain't so cool when they're stuck all alone, cause the car won't start and they gotta walk home. And if you stick to the road, it's a 20-mile roam, or a 3 mile through the woods if you dare. Walking back to town cause your car won't drive. Better start running if you wanna survive, cause me and the boys are gonna skin you alive. Spying from the woods, we see a pretty slut who's so desperate for some cock she can't keep her legs shut, but she doesn't realize a fuel pipe's been cut, and me and the boys can stop grinning. And now the boys are jumping on the car, and she tries to drive away, but she doesn't get far, and they drag her out screaming, and her panties and bar, and her knives are getting ready for some skinning. Yeah. And the fucker that she's with, he tries to run away, so I let him have a head start, cause I likes to have a play. Like a Hawkeye in the forest that's hunting down his prey. He knows it's just a matter of time. He's screaming for his mama cause I'm starting the game, and soon I'm right behind him and he feels a sudden pain. I'm falling to the ground, I'm stomping on his brain, and soon his fucking fat ass is mine. Walking back to town cause your car won't drive. Better start running if you wanna survive, cause me and the boys are gonna skin you alive. Walking back to town cause your car won't drive. Better start running if you wanna survive, cause me and the boys are gonna skin you. Walking back to town cause your car won't drive. Better start running if you wanna survive, cause me and the boys are gonna skin you alive. Skin you alive. Skin you alive. Skin you alive. We're gonna skin you alive.
Well, there you go. That's Ian together. All the heads torqued down. All I've got to do now is finish this inlet manifold, which is opening this up a bit, and drill a hole and weld it up down there. Put an advanced retard on him. I need a new sump. Then I'm going to be pretty much ready to start it. So I'm going to start looking around, see if I can find them parts so we can get them running. Okay, on to the tip jar. You guys have been really generous. There's quite a few names on this list, and I'm going to say them all. And they've all gone up onto the old wardrobe, ready to be shot at a later date. So what we've got is Andy Burns. I know Andy. Nice one, mate. Paul Laborn. Chopper Trash. Now, Chopper Trash, you told me to do 2 things. I did the second one. Peter Lobb. I think he's just up the road here. Nice one, Peter. Greg Tuberville. Thanks a lot, buddy. Gareth Hawkins, nice one, mate. Martin Genoway. Now, this is a buddy who used to be my next door neighbour, but now he lives in Texas. Cheers, Martin. Sam Bramley and Nathan Tasker. Now, all of those guys all contributed towards the tip jar, and it's helping me buy stuff in the garage and keeping this channel going. Now, I'm going to be going to spend that money next week, and I'm going to be buying some bits and bobs, and I'll be showing you what I've got with it. If you too want to get involved in this, go over to my homepage. There you'll find tip jar in the bottom right hand corner above subscribe. Thanks a lot if you get involved in that. Nice one. Right, next onto the gearbox. Right, so this gearbox, I've cleaned it up a bit more and had a better look at it, and all the bearings are stuffed. All these little roller bearings inside here. Right, and also there's a little piece in here that's gone missing. I don't know what I've done with that. And also I found this in the bottom. Right, so I decided not to use this gearbox. It's wasting too much time and I just want to get on with it, to be fair. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put an advert on Facebook asking if anyone's got a gearbox, and then I can just bring it home, chuck it in, and it's done. And we can get Ian started and get this thing rolling. Okay, these front hubs, trying to get this Kingpin bush out has been an absolute nightmare. Dazzle brought this adjustable reamer over, but it doesn't get big enough quick enough. Right, so there's no progress on that this week, which is really annoying because it's kind of holding me up. Right, so that leaves me with not a lot to do. So what I'm going to do is catch up on a few jobs around here. We got a roof chop to do on a Morris 12 and some other bits and bobs. So let's do that. Right, okay, so what we're doing here, where Dazzle's doing it, is he's cutting the back off this old Colwyn body, ready to go onto the back of the frog body. Right, so this is the idea with the old Colwyn body. What I'm going to do is make that top bit into the top of the door, and it's really only just this top edge I'm going to be using. And then all I've got to do is make a couple of doors for it and a pickup bed, and she'll look cool. But here's the Morris 10 with Dazzles. Yeah. And this we're going to chop. The idea is to roof chop this, and then, and you're going to like this, join the two doors together to make one big door, and then hang it like a gull wing sort of affair. So Dazzle's going to cut this off on the A-pillars up here.
Where do you reckon? Cut first, up here or down there?
Down there.
You spend all your money getting high on cocaine. It's life in the dark.
Right on my Jackson.
You spend every night getting out of your brain. It's life in the doghouse for you. And don't you remember how it used to be? Well, can't see you lost your way. And don't you remember how it used to be before you got so high on that cocaine?
Edging our bets here, but it's looking like if we lock this off and lock this exactly the same, might fit straight on there.
Hopefully.
It's a big hope. But we're going to take it apart here for the minute just to make it more manageable, because this is going to have about 15 inches out of that anyway. Get the back right and then drop the front. As you can probably tell, neither of us have really done much roof chopping before, but it's going to be cool. The thing is, a roof chop's a roof chop, but actually shortening it by a door is another story altogether. And this door is going to be the weirdest looking door you ever saw, because that's suicide. So this is going to open this way, and because of the angle of this, it's going to open upwards, and the windscreen hopefully should be about down there. Starting to get the idea. What we're going to do now is take this piece off here, because this needs to go forward by about probably 3/4 of an inch, I think. We're making it up as we go along, aren't we?
Pretty much.
But it's going all right. So Brush has bought some of these off of eBay. How much for this?
I think they're 47 quid for about 48 of them or something.
Oh, that's about £1 each.
Yeah.
It's an easy design and it really works because you just
Slide it in there.
slide them in there.
Drop that bit.
You throw that bit on the floor just to make it awkward. I think if you put that one on and then worry it through here again.
Yeah, and put one up here.
Put one up there, yeah. This is like a toddler now. Do you know what I mean?
Starting screaming shit.
When they're babies, right, they're a pain in the ass, but toddlers are more fun. Right, we're pretty pleased with that. It's all going in really nicely. Now we've got all the lines to line up. We move that forward. What we're going to do now is take these ones off and then bung in onto the posts. And then Bob's your Charlie, he'll be top head. Right, so this is the front bit we've cut off and we just sat them in place. And we're just about to bung this bit in, see what he does. There you go. Looks very reminiscent of a Topolino. But how cute is that? You happy, Mush?
Yeah, it's mad.
Frame cars then. Right, so there's the old chop and it's looking pretty good. Dazzle's done a little bit more around here. What he's done is he's put a bigger bit in here because it was a little bit sketchy and it was a little bit out, and that's smoothed that out. And he's done the same here. Now we're pretty pleased with that. It's going to be a good old hot rod. There'll be more updates as we do this, but for the moment that's where she's at. Okay, seems that Gearbox is no good at all. I advertised on the old Facebook and a fella come back to me and he's got loads of them, and he's also got loads of engines and loads of other stuff. So I'm going to head down and see him and see what I can't buy off him. There's also another engine I'm going to go and see today, where it's an engine and gearbox which is fairly cheap. I'm thinking use it as a temporary in the 12 just to get him on the road a bit quick until I can find a 6, which is proving to be harder than I imagined. So I'm going down and pick my mate up, Jeff, and we're going to head down to Bournemouth and see what we can't buy. Jeff's handy, he comes along and stops me spending too much money. Alright mate, how you doing?
Good mate, yeah. Off for
See ya.
another run out.
Yeah.
Love it.
So the sat-nav's been dragging us round in circles for a little while and we just come across this. So I'm assuming...
This is the man.
I think this is the man. Look at that. There's a Reliant motor in there.
Yeah. I bet that's a weapon to ride.
I bet it's a weapon to ride. That's where all the fucking spanners are gone, look.
No.
Look, they're all Imperial ones and all. It's nuts, isn't it? Can you imagine sitting on the back?
There's plenty of spanners, but no nuts.
Everything's made out of spanners. Look, there's a fucking knuckle joint there, look.
Wow.
Horseshoes. The spark plug wires are barbed wire. This is insane, man. And he has done it. Look, they're all...
Surely you got a short on that,
No, but it's not touching anything.
True. That's mad.
Look.
I know.
Hello? Hello? Oh, fuck me, you scared the shit out of me.
Scared you,
Hello.
Hi.
Is Keith here?
Yeah, he's down here.
We've just been admiring this trike.
Oh, lovely.
It's absolutely lunatic, isn't it?
Two gentlemen to see you.
Which one's Keith?
Hey,
doing,
mate,
brother?
I saw you on YouTube. I was most impressed with that thing you done.
Oh, nice
I was
one.
happy days. Look at that. I was worried about how you done the clutch pedal. When you put the bars in. Yeah, pretty good that was. There's another gearbox. There's A4 branch. I've got that one here. So I've got 2 or 3 4 branches.
You got 3 of them.
Oh, that's all about the hole. Good. Right there's a hole in one.
What are we looking at on one of these engines then?
This one's 300 quid. It runs sweet as a nut. I'll put some petrol in it and it go boom.
How much for this?
To you today, 'cause you're ugly, 30 quid.
Eh?
30 quid.
If you was fucking ugly, it'd be 20 quid.
Cheers, dude. No, that's banging. That's saved me a load of shit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it saves a lot of work.
Yeah. Loads. Ideal.
Help yourself.
There you go, Mersh. There you go. Wood Rocky!
Oi, you lot, subscribe.
Right, as we're here, and there's a mad beast here,
What's it on the button, mate?
I'm going for a run in it. You lot are coming with me. So, here we go.
You gotta put your feet there.
Run, girly, run, run, run. Me and the boys want some fun, fun, fun. Bang and the bang goes.
It is something, isn't it?
Oh, little girlie, you fucking done.
I gotta build a trade, man.
Run, girlie, don't make a sound. Can't stop your head from a spinning around. Gonna sniff you out like my old bloodhound. And soon, little girlie, you'll be gagged up. Get your ass a running now.
Oh, yeah, man. Look at this. Is that the original key?
Takes a Mickey, doesn't it?
What year is this?
46.
1946. I am absolutely in love with this machine. There she goes. Here's the inside. Look at that. This is so cool. Opening screen. I've fallen in love with this truck. Mate, that is absolutely, oh no. A55. Now I've had a few of these in my time, and these are good old tools. I like them, but I've got something to show you on this. We're going back in the comma.
Doing?
Keith, you've made my day, brother.
This went on my day.
I am so excited. I've got to say, before we've even moved an inch, I love this thing. This is the one. How many horses is this fella?
Don't know, but it's fucking thirsty.
Is it? What size is the engine?
235 valve.
2.3 side valve. Hey! Hey! Look at that. Look at that. Like a sewing machine, man.
Wow.
Look at that oil pressure. Temperature. Keith, that is wonderful, man.
Yeah, have you seen
Can you imagine going to work every day in one of these, eh? Is it all cable brakes? Yeah, it fucking is and all.
Everything's all cable.
Some dealing.
Right, here we
Little
go.
bit of dealing.
We're doing some dealing. Oh, fuck me, Mush.
Nice old thing, isn't it?
Oh, that made me so happy.
That's a nice. What year is it?
46. Well, I'm going to buy a Reliant engine off you soon, Keith, but I'm just not in the predicament. I've got to buy another engine this afternoon, see?
What's the other engine you're buying?
It's a Isuzu 1700 petrol. Right, we're looking for a Weber. Oh, that's
No,
a
that's a bike car.
bike car. I forgot to tell you about this. I've been calling Jeff, but his real name is Ferret because he finds stuff. We'll buy it anyway, Jeff.
Right, I'll put it in the pile.
How much is that?
20 quid. All you want to do with that is put some petrol in it, let it soak, because
Yeah.
it all works, it'll pump.
Providing that diaphragm's all right.
You can
Yeah, I'll just get a rebuild
It'll be
kit.
right.
Yeah.
I've got one of those accelerator pumps at home anyway. And we're getting a pile.
Right.
She's mint.
We'll check him out.
Put him on the pile.
Put him on the pile.
Put him on the pile.
Oh, now what do you reckon?
Well, you wanted 50 for him, didn't
Yeah.
you? You wanted 30 for him.
Yeah.
You wanted 20 for him.
Yeah.
You haven't said what you want for him
Yeah.
or him.
£100 lot, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well worth for one. That makes
That
it one on
is,
eBay.
that is well worth a
I'll
one.
get your arse in the gear.
Keith, you're a,
Yeah.
you're a bloody gentleman,
And
man.
we'll be back.
And I hope you come and see
shoot
me,
me some of my
man.
junk.
No, you've done me a real favour here, mate. Hold on, Jeff. We were having an engine start.
We're like kids in a sandpit, aren't we?
Yeah,
She's primed.
we love it.
Let's keep it on full choke.
She loves it, man.
Balance it on my head.
Thank you very much, sir. You are a bloody diamond. I've probably done this already, but thank you very much. We'll be back to see you. See you later, bro.
Take care, mate.
Thank you. And thanks for taking me out in your shit. That was really appreciated. Well, that was good.
On to the next one.
That was cheap as chips.
Yeah, it was good.
That was really good. Right, next one. See you later, mate.
See you later, boys.
Cheers, dude. Big old kennels round here. Right, here we are. Right, so here's the motor, and it's an Isuzu 1700 petrol 5-speed box. Yeah, I believe so. There's a shifter. Try her out,
Yeah,
Jeff.
it's 5 speed, yeah.
Try her on, Mush, see what she does. So, what's the story on this?
I just bought the car. It was like a scrap sort of thing. And the car got raced in a stock car with a different engine in.
Ah, right, I see.
So
So, you drove this, did
I
you?
drove it down the track, yeah.
Should have bought a battery,
You
Jeff.
need an oil change.
That's,
Black gold.
oh, that's lush, isn't it?
How long's it been out and sitting?
Come out in January, I think.
I love a spark plug spanner when we go look at engines, Jeff. We love it, Jeff, don't we?
Tight. She's richer than Bill Gates.
Is she oily?
No, just rich.
Do you reckon if it's worth a punt?
What's he asking for it?
150 on it.
150.
Where do you stand on that? Cash. What do you reckon, Jeff?
120?
You take 120 on it?
130.
125.
Down the middle.
130.
125 down the middle.
130.
Go on then. Is it going to be good?
Yeah, well, I drove it, it was alright.
Now, you heard that YouTube community. This
Yeah.
geezer
What about
just
you
said
ain't got
it.
the prop, have you?
Oh, yeah, you ain't got the prop, have
That's
you?
going to be a...
No, I haven't.
130 quid, brother.
Cool.
Nice one, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Cheers, mate.
You go, buddy?
I don't know if we're going to make that, are we?
No, can't lift. Right, brilliant.
Yeah, baby.
Now, you had your weight bits this morning.
That's it. I'm going to lean him up against the side.
Lumpy, innit?
Thanks a lot, dude. Well, that looks alright, Jeff, doesn't it?
Clean engine.
120 quid for an engine and gearbox. 130 quid.
Yeah, it'd be pretty pokey too, that.
I think it's worth a punt. They're 75 horsepower.
Are they?
And I've read these things are bulletproof. Now, what it comes out of is, what do I call it? Hindustani Ambassador, which is Morris Oxford they sent to India. And India made for about 30 years. But, yeah, I think Isuzu motors are pretty...
Oh, bulletproof.
Yeah. Right, where should we go now?
Coffee.
I'm going to use your hand. Thank you.
Nothing like a bit of oil with your food.
That's the way we roll.
Run, girlie, run, run. Me and the boys want some fun. Bang and the bang, old grandpappy's gone. Poor little girlie, you're fucking done.
Nice one. Cheers, Jeff.
Good little outing.
Yeah, brilliant one. Thanks for your help, mate.
We scored.
Yeah, it was good fun and all.
Take it easy.
See you later, dude. Cheers, mate. I'm back in the hood. What I'm going to do is get this engine off, and I'm thinking maybe let's fire him up on the ground and see what we got. I got a bit of petrol. And I'm pretty pleased with this because it's got a nice notchy gearbox and it looks in good nick. So we're going to pull him out, put him over there, put a battery on him, wind him over with no ignition to start with. And then once we've done that a little bit, got some oil pressure going, we're going to stick a bit of petrol down his throat, see what he does. Yeah, so that's what I reckon. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Yeah, so I'm going to pull these plugs out, give them a clean up, and then we're going to wind them over by hand to start with. See we got no clunks or bangs. And then once we've done that, we're going to put a battery on him and do the same. And then we're going to put some petrol down. Out with the engine, in with the plugs. Yeah. In with the Glastonbury stuff. Here we go, right. Ready?
You've got compression.
Right, okay. Little squirt. I sent him because I thought he'd enjoy the
Look at that stuff.
yeah, just the art of it.
Whatever Spider-Pig does.
Firing onto him. This is the last of it. Right, you hold the spark plug up there with your tongue on it. Hold him on there tight.
I don't want to breathe.
Hold him onto the...
I don't want to touch
There's a
him.
welding glove in there.
I still don't want to touch him.
Shall I press it now?
No, please don't. I don't like getting shocked.
You won't. You ready?
Yeah.
No spark.
No spark. Yeah, oh no, she's sparking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we know that's all right. We should have took all the plugs out and make it easy on it, so save our battery. Ready?
Nothing.
Did you see it working? It is working. It is working. It's bad. Yeah, good. Right, put him back in. Let's make some noise. Right. Have some of that.
Get some flames out of it.
You ready, lads?
Yeah.
He's all right, boys.
You saw it.
He sounded all right, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't rattle, did it?
No rattle.
How good is that? 130 quid?
Bargain.
Bargain. Let's give it one more go just to make sure.
Yeah.
And this is the last go. Go on, get in there, you. Oh, I put a lot in. Oh, more fell in. Ready, lads? I listened to it that time and that engine ain't got a rattle on it. She runs. Just having a bit of a clean up, and it's got a lovely alley rocker cover. It's got alley head. And I was going to call this engine Matt after the mush I got it off of, but it's going to be called Susie. That's your name, engine. You're called Susie. I don't really like calling engines girls' names because I don't want you to be. That's going to be it for the minute, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
I've done a bit of research, and apparently these engines were in a Bedford Midi, a Holden Commodore, Australian motor, and they're supposed to be pretty damn reliable, and you can still get all the parts from them. Dizzy cap is 5 quid, shell bearings 17 quid. So I'm going to get this thing running right and put it in the Austin 12 chassis, and then I can put that on the road a little bit quick, because I want to get the number plate off to give me a little bit of a wage packet. There's the gearbox, and although it's covered in oil, it's actually really very good. What I also got was this fuel pump. Now I wasn't planning on using a mechanical one, but for setting up, this gives me the exact right PSI. Also got this carb. I don't know who he's made by, it looks like a Ford one, but I'm going to strip him down and he might do a turn. And most importantly, I got this sump, so I'll give that a clean up. So now I've got all of these bits, there's no reason why young Ian can't be going together. Got this 4-branch manifold, which has saved me a heap of time. Now Keith was a lovely bloke, mad as a hatter, and he's been very generous with his prices. So now I'm going to put Ian back together and get him fired up. It's time. But if you want to see that, you're going to have to wait till next time, and it's only going to be next week, so it's not long. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do. Don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. If you can afford it, chuck us a couple of quid in the tip jar, and I'll catch you dudes next time. Hang loose.
Whiskey and she drinks gin. She's got me in the doghouse time and again. She does doghouse boogie. Doghouse boogie. Doghouse boogie.
Right, so to solve this problem, I'll put this on. Right, I'm going in.
Oh. Ah.
I like it, lad. Look at the amount round him.
Oh. 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 Fucking everywhere.